Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Today, I bring you another album review. I'm not going to waste any time, we're going to get straight into this. So, today, we are reviewing an album from my favorite band of all time, the Amity Affliction. It is their new album that dropped 6 days ago, titled Misery. Without further ado, we are reviewing Misery by the Amity Affliction. So, just some background facts first. So this is their sixth studio album, and it's their first album with their new drummer, because their old drummer, they left in between albums, so that's definitely, I wouldn't say noticeable, but it's a change, so that's always that. And they do have a short film for this album. It's 3 songs, and they split it into 3 parts. 3 songs. I would recommend it if you like short films and you like, I don't know, it's more action and crime and shit like that. Other than that, I have nothing else to say, so let's get on with this review. So the first track is Ivy, or Doomsday. Now, this was the first single. And, you know, the first single after 2 years, you know, you never know what to expect. And I didn't know what to expect because I did hear, like, okay, they're doing different stuff or just a more of a different sound for this album. So I didn't know what I would think. I really never do this, but I listen to it on my way to work. Like, I don't really do first listens of songs in the car, like with headphones, like Apple earphones. I don't really do that. But it's my favorite band of all time, so I kind of had to. You know, at first, I really did not know what to think. But later that day, it got stuck in my head, and then I was fucking hooked. So, for those of you who don't know the band, I say their names a lot in like this review. So, Joel is the singer, and Aaron is the singer. So, if I say, like, Joel did this, Aaron did this, there you go. Now you know. So Joel did more of a screaming hook, and I fucking love it. It's simple and just catchy, and it really, I don't know, I really like it. Aaron has more of a, like, a melancholy feel for the verses, like his singing, and it just sets the tone of the track, really, and it did get me, you know, intrigued into the album. So I gave this track an 8.5. And I almost forgot, so this is the song for the first part of the short film. Like, the short film was cut into 3 videos. This is the song for the first video. Next. So the second song is Feels Like I'm Dying. Now, this was the second single, and let me just tell you, when I heard it, and it grew on me and all that shit, oh man, I'm ready for this album. I was ready, I'm fucking, let's go. Okay, this album's gonna be good. So this has more of an upbeat sound, but it has darker lyrics, and this actually introduces us to Joel singing. And Joel has not sung on an Amity album before, he's only screamed. I really like how he sounds when he sings, like, it's definitely diverse. And this song, overall, it has a really simple hook. Aaron just says, feels like I'm dying, twice, but it's catchy, like the way he does it. You heard it in the fucking beginning. And I like the synths they used and like just throughout the track, and I just like the production. It kind of fuses electronic and metal, but like it's not drenched in like fucking techno shit. This is the second song for the second part of the short film, so there's that. And I gave this song a 9. So next. So the third track is Holier Than Heaven. So in the verses, Aaron and Joel, they trade off. Like, whenever they do that in like any song, they don't really disappoint. Like, they really do good together. And I really like in between the hook in the verses and in the beginning too. Like, it has, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a really dark and suspenseful, like, I don't even know. I'll play a part of it. I just really like that. Like, it's just throughout the track. It gives it a really suspenseful feel. I hope that's a word, suspenseful. Awesome, that's a word? Okay. I'm not dumb. So, Aaron does the hook. He really kills it. In the third verse, Joel does his scream, not breakdown, but like screaming a phrase and then guitars and shit. And it just gives it that hardcore element. I just feel like you need to complete a song if you have a screamer. Both Joel and Aaron did a great job on the song. This is in my top 5 on the album, and I gave this song a 9. Next. the fourth track is Burn Alive. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, this song is very catchy. Like, they did previews, like, as the days were counting up for the album to drop, they did previews of each song. I didn't listen to every one, because I didn't want the whole album just spoiled for me like that. But, I did listen to Burn Alive, like, the preview of it, and it got stuck in my head a lot before, like, even just the preview of it. So the hook is very catchy. You heard it. It's a primarily singing track. Both Aaron and Joel sing on it. Aaron sings in the hook and Joel sings in the verses. Other than that, it's just a great track, and it's basically just saying they'll burn alive for the person it's about. I actually don't know if it's about just a specific person, because in the hook he says, "And you can all dance in my ashes as my parting gift to you." So I don't know if that's directed towards all the fans, or I really don't know. But whoever it's directed towards, they definitely did a good job showing, hey, I care about you a lot. So I give this song an 8.5. So the fifth track is the title track, Misery. Now, as much as I love this band, I'm just not a fan of the electronic sound. Like, they really just drenched this song in electronic and techno shit. You know, I see the appeal. Like, I can see how some people can like this. It is just not for me. And I feel like a lot of people were disappointed with this, like the title track. I don't know, I will say it has gotten stuck in my head a few times, but it's just really not my kind of track. I don't know what else to say about it, so I give the song a 7. The sixth song is Kick Rocks. This song is more for the people who don't like what the band is doing, or something along those lines. It's like for the people like, fuck you, okay? If you don't like what I'm doing, just kick rocks. Joel does the screaming hook. Aaron does the verses. I really do not know how else to explain the track. You heard the preview, so if it appeals to you, you can listen to the song. I'm gonna give the song an 8. Next. So the seventh track is Black Cloud. So I can see this being more of a forgettable track for many people, but for me, I really like the song. I do agree, it's nothing really special, but it, like me personally, I just like the song. And it has more of like an upbeat tempo, and they do have synths, like, you know, with the guitars in this track. I think they really go smooth with the guitars, like they don't sound out of place. But like overall, it's just a smooth track, and like I said, I can see people thinking this is more of a forgettable track and nothing special. I like it a lot, I've said that. I'll give this song an 8.5. We're all gonna die. So the eighth track is DIE. So this was the third song in the short film, the third video. So there's that. I don't know, it's basically just a song questioning like what happens after death, and like we're all gonna die, just shit like that. It does have a catchy hook, and I can tell this is probably gonna be a fan favorite. So Joel and Aaron share the hook. They always do a great job when they do that. Don't know how else to explain it. You heard what the song sounds like. If it appeals to you, go listen to it. Overall, it's just a good track. I'll give it an 8.5. Oh shit, we're getting to the good ones. Let's go. Get up. So the ninth track is Drag the Lake. I'm just going to say this right now, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album. So Joel sings on the verses and Aaron does the bridge, which is like a typical Amity layout, but like they never disappoint when they do that. So, and the hook, holy shit, it's amazing. Once again, Joel and Aaron, they share the hook. So Joel's part, it's like, it just sounds loud. Like it, and I fucking love that. Not like loud in volume, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know if that makes sense. It just sounds loud. Aaron, fucking Jesus Christ, he hits those notes. He's a really great singer. So Joel's kind of loud screams and Aaron's high notes. It makes the hook absolutely amazing. Really appeals to me. It's just overall an amazing track. I'll give this a 9.5. So the 10th track is Beltsville Blues. So this track hasn't grown on me yet, but I can tell it will with a few more listens. Like, if I don't like a song by this band, it's because it hasn't grown on me yet. Like, the song just has kind of a melancholy vibe, but it has a more of an upbeat riff. And at the end of the second verse, Joel goes from singing to, like, screaming the last few words, and I fucking love that. I like it when people do that. Whether it's singing to screaming or screaming to singing. It's just impressive to me. And there is a pretty nice thing in the third verse. I don't even know what to fucking call it. It's where Joel screams a phrase and then the beat drops. And whatever you call that, that was nice. And I'll give this song an 8. So the 11th song is Set Me Free. So this is one of my favorite tracks on the album. So Aaron primarily carries the verses while Joel does more backup screams, like in between the lines. And it definitely sounds good. Joel kicks off the hook right before it drops. Says like, oh God, and then it drops. I don't know if I put that in the preview or not. I probably did. So it's really just Aaron in the hook with I think one backup scream from Joel. The hook, Jesus Christ, it gets me every time. It's amazing. And it just has more of a rock sound, which I can always appreciate. And Joel actually has a breakdown in this song. It's not like where he screams a phrase and then, letting the guitars and all the drums breathe and shit. Like, it's an actual breakdown, and I like that. And I really just think that completes, like, the song for me. Like, it gives us that metal and hardcore aspect. This is the first time I've done this. I'm gonna give this song a 10. There's a message at the bottom of this bottle, and it's calling out to me. And the 12th and final track is The Gift Horse. Now, this song was dedicated to a friend of Joel who took his own life, and that's never good. So, like, when I first heard the song, I didn't know what it was about, but it still fucking hit me. Like, Jesus Christ, this song is amazing. And then once I knew what the song was about, it's even better. So, Aaron does the verses, and he does a great job. He does, like, more of a deep, dark, and, like, sad vibe with it. Joel screams in the hook, and I really like the whole idea of, like, stuck on the dark side of the moon. This song is definitely in my top 3 for the album, but I think this song overall, it's very fitting for an ending track, and I'm gonna give this song another 10 because it's absolutely amazing. So I gave Misery by the Amity Affliction an 8.7. I thought it would be a 9, but I guess I was wrong. I don't know. 8.7 is still pretty fucking good. And throughout time, I'm going to review most of Amity's albums. So I don't know why I said that, but just to let you know. But if I had to give you an album to start with, if you really like these guys and want to check out more, I'd recommend Chasing Ghosts or Let the Ocean Take Me. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. You can leave a like if you did, comment if you did, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'm going to stop talking. Hope you have a good rest of your day. It's been Taylor, and I'm out. Bitch.